Thank you so much.
But switching gears a little bit, globally, around 65% of people under the age of 50 suffer from cold sores. So that is honestly the majority of people.
Yeah.
More people than don't suffer from cold sores. And our next guest is working to kind of solve the cold sore problem, but from two different angles. From a functional angle and from a fashion angle. It's makeup meets skincare meets medicine. So without further ado, let's welcome my good friend, Alexandra Mora. Hi.
Yay.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. You have been putting together Coverology for a long time. So can you tell our viewers about the story behind the brand? Why did you start it?
Yeah, so Coverology, it's the only 2-in-1 cold sore treatment and cosmetic. And the way that it started was from personal experience. Ever since I was around 2 years old, I contracted HSV-1 and I had a weak immune system and I actually experienced outbreaks pretty frequently. And because of that, I went through a lot of bullying. People would say pretty awful things and it really lowered my self-esteem. And then when I had an outbreak, I will never forget that when the idea of Coverology came to be. I was in the 6th grade and I had another sore and I was just realizing what that day at school would look like and what people would say. And in one hand, I would have a treatment solution. That's one of the many on the market. And that will get rid of all the painful symptoms and you don't feel it as much, but it also leaves kind of like a shiny residue that you can see from a very far distance. And I'm nearsighted and I can still spot those. Or there's the option of having, makeup, putting some sort of makeup over it. That does make it less noticeable. However, it also prolongs the healing process. It feels almost like a paperweight. You can't stop thinking about it. It's extremely painful. And those are really the only options. So I thought to myself, I was like, man, if there was just some medicine in this makeup, I would buy it immediately. And that idea, I held on to it for many, many years and just decided to figure out what it would take to put it in motion. And I ended up teaming up with leading industry experts like my business partner, Fadi. And together we were able to formulate an amazing product that now is a 2-in-1 solution. So when people want to leave the house and just go about their day, there is something now that's available on the market that is a buildable makeup component, but it also has medicine in it that will relieve all painful symptoms for up to 12 hours.
So you saw a space and solved a problem. I love it.
Yes, I think it's a brilliant idea because you also care the medical portion and the medical part and the confidence from these people that are suffering. Now, Alexandra, how long it takes to develop this product actually and have it already, like you can put it on the market for all those entrepreneurs out there that they want to hear this? How long it takes actually?
Wow. So I started with just an idea and no idea how to get that to market. And I remember I was working at a company at the time and I had like a 15-minute break every now and then. They weren't very gracious with their breaks. And so, but I would take that time and I would go sit in my car and just start calling people. And, I have this idea. What can I do? I know this would be something that can help a lot of people. And it took there was so many, because now we're also dealing with FDA regulations, testing. There's more than just a makeup part of it. The medicine part of it really made it very challenging trying to find the right labs, because a lot of color matching labs out there, they don't support camphor and phenol. And because of that, it made it really hard to actually get it distributed. But that's where my business partner really helped sort of tie those gaps. Now we have 2 labs that operate for us, but not a lot do it. So all these things I had to learn about and like the different type of ventilation system that we need. I mean, there's just a whole laundry list, but one day at a time.
Yep.
And, when you have an idea and you believe in it so much, just getting up and reminding yourself why you started this, because it is not going to be fun. It's going to be very, very hard, and it will test you on every level.
Right. I love that answer, because whatever it takes, if you remind what it was the idea at the beginning, just keep moving forward, even if it takes whatever time it takes.
Now we're running out of time, but what's next on the horizon, and where can people follow you and find more info?
Yeah, so you can follow us at Coverology. We're pretty much, that's our handle for all social media except for Facebook. It's Coverology Beauty, but coverology.com. We sell on Amazon, and we're all over the United States. So people, if you have Prime, you can definitely get our product in your hands within a day usually. And hopefully Coverology will be launching more shades. We are looking at now doing other products that are also going to help with cold sores, in addition to moving away from cold sores and doing other skin irritations that have a medical grade cosmetic.
I love that.
I love it. And I love it
Yes.
even more because I've seen you through the whole process and I'm so proud of you every day.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us. I love you and I will talk to you later.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.